three news stories for you viewers. Firstly, the committee which awards Nobel Peace Prize has issued a statement. The statement is an appeal to Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed, who was awarded this prize in 2019. It's a rare development that the committee which awards Nobel Peace Prize, it is making an appeal to a person who has been awarded this Nobel Peace Prize a few years ago. Secondly, viewers, Colonel Demeke has written a letter to Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed. If you follow the developments in Western Tigray, you would be aware of his name, Colonel Demeke. He is known in Volkayet. He is known as a defender of Volkayet. He has written an open letter to Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed. What does he want from PM Abiy? He has made some demands about Volkayet, Zagade, and Talmati regions, disputed territories between Tigray and Amhara, Western Tigray. What is he demanding? And thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian government has released a statement about humanitarian aid delivery to Tigray. Now, international pressure is mounting upon Ethiopian government to ensure delivery of aid to Tigray. Ethiopian government has come up with a statement, a detailed statement. We'll have a look at that. Firstly, viewers, the committee which grants Nobel Peace Prize has made an appeal to Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed. Ethiopian PM Abiy is the recipient of this Nobel Peace Prize. He was awarded this Peace Prize in 2019 after he made peace with Eritrea. So he was an icon of peace in the world back then. Then things changed in 2020. A war broke out between Ethiopian government and Tigray regional forces. Since then, he has been under pressure, PM Abiy. And this committee has also been under pressure. The committee which awarded the prize to the PM Abiy Ahmed. The committee has released a statement. The committee says that Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed must end Tigray war. It further says that it is unacceptable that a sufficient amount of humanitarian aid is not getting through to Tigray. That is why PM Abiy must make efforts to end Tigray conflict. The committee is under pressure from international news outlets, from Tigray supporters, that it awarded Peace Prize to a man who started a war, who is keeping a region under blockade, under siege. That is why this committee has issued a statement. Can PM Abiy's Nobel Peace Prize be revoked? I don't think so. I think what I've heard is that the Peace Prize cannot be revoked. Secondly, was Colonel Demeke has written a letter to Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed. Colonel Demeke is an iconic figure for some people, especially in Amhara region, in Volkayet. He is called the defender of Volkayet. He's been fighting for Volkayet for years. And he is fighting on the battlefield as well. He has written a letter to Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed about Western Tigray, about Volkayet, Zagade, Salmati. What does he want from Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed? Viewers, the letter is a public letter. Its copies have been sent to Ethiopian House of Federation and Amhara regional government too. It is addressed to the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Colonel Demeke is demanding from Ethiopian government that 3 zones, Zagade, Volkayet and Talamati be announced publicly to be part of Gondar, Amhara region. He says Ethiopian government must publicly, unequivocally, and immediately announce that Volkait, Tagade, and Salamati are part of Amhara region, part of Gondar. And then other efforts be made, like provision of electricity and other services in these three regions. It's a very tough demand, viewers. We are hearing such demands from Amhara leaders as well. In a previous video, I told you about statements of two Amhara leaders. I told you about Milaku Elabel Addis, who is Ethiopian Minister of Industry, and a statement of Aganeho Teshagar, ex-president of Amhara region and serving Speaker of Ethiopian House of Federation. The two Amhara leaders said in their statements that Volkait and other parts of Tigray are part of Amhara region. No question of any talks. So they were saying no talks about these areas. These areas are part of Amhara region. Now, Colonel Demeke is also saying the same thing, but he wants Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmad to make this announcement publicly that Western Tigray, which he calls Volkait, Sagade, Salmadi, that these areas are part of Amhara region. Can Ethiopian PM Abiy or federal government make this announcement now? Let's see, but federal government is under pressure from Amhara regional government. Amhara regional government wants public announcement that these areas have become part of Amhara region. Why? Because they have fears that this issue could come under discussion in the upcoming national dialogue. So before that, they want announcement that these areas are part of Amhara region. That is why no question of any talks on Western Tigray, on Humra, Volkait, Sagade, Salmadi. People were sharing rumors, spreading rumors that Amhara forces are withdrawing from Volkait. You see, no one is withdrawing. They want public announcement. These areas are part of Amhara, not Tigray. Now, lastly, viewers, Ethiopian Communication Ministry has issued a statement about delivery of aid to Tigray. Because pressure is mounting upon Ethiopian government that siege should be lifted and aid delivery to Tigray should be ensured. Ethiopian government says it starts from June last year. It says that in June 2020, it announced a ceasefire to facilitate Tigray farmers. But Tigray fighters, they entered Amhara far regions and they looted whatever they could from these regions. Ethiopian government sent aid to Tigray. More than 1,000 trucks were sent to Tigray from July till December. And most of these trucks did not return. The trucks were used by Tigray forces for military purposes. Then the only corridor open for delivery of it to Tigray through Abala, it has been attacked and fighting was going on in previous weeks on Abala, Tigray Afar border in Abala. So Ethiopian government says that it is basically Tigray People Vision Fund which is responsible for obstruction of aid delivery to Tigray. Now, we have talked a lot about the trucks which entered Tigray. We told you those trucks were owned by transport companies of Tigray. They were not property of World Food Program. If trucks have not been returned, it does not mean that World Food Program trucks are being used by Tigray government. Those were trucks of private companies hired by World Food Program, and the companies mostly were based in Tigray. That is why trucks did not return. The drivers faced harassment. That is why they were not ready to travel between uh, Afar and Mekelle. So, Ethiopian government statement indicates views that it is not ready to lift the siege. It is not ready to lift the blockade. So I don't see any chances of improvement of the situation regarding delivery of aid to Tigray. I don't know what does Ethiopian government want. It seems that in present situation, Ethiopian government is not ready to allow unfettered aid deliveries to Tigray. International community is trying its best, but Ethiopian government has held this position for months. This position is not being accepted by international community, by aid agencies. All say that aid delivery to Tigray is being blocked by Ethiopian government. Thank you for watching.